Bloody Mary one?
Hit me with that Bloody Mary. We'll have to cut it out for copyright purposes.
All right.
You know what? You know what?
Why
I
is
think-
it?
Hold on.
Why is it Wednesday?
It is Saturday, and welcome back to the Ready Player Left podcast, your favorite show about games and games.
And
I'm your host, Milo, here, your favorite show about Wednesday.
So you're going to tell me what's up with that?
Yeah, so thank you for that. Welcome back to Ready Player Left, season 7, episode 4.
Oh no! Where'd my camera go? Ah! And here we go. Off to a lovely start. You know I'm keeping that in.
Absolutely. I expect
for the
you
YouTube
to.
at least. For the old
for
YouTube.
you for the old YouTube. What is
Yeah,
it? Do you want to do the intro today? Can you? You know what, Jerell?
No. Yeah, go on, carry on. I'll stop interrupting. My bad.
No, you're fine. No, I wasn't saying
I just wanna
like.
get
Do you
to
want to
this
just do the intro?
I just want to get to whatever this is all about.
We will talk
See?
about Wednesday here in about two shakes of a lamb's tail.
I'm just curious.
What is up, and welcome back to the Ready Player Left podcast, your favorite show about games and games.
And games.
I'm your host, Milo, here with my trusted, bestest buddy, my bestest co-host, the guy that can do the Wednesday dance better than anyone else that I know.
Maybe if I'm standing. It's weird trying to do that stupid dance in this chair here. But anyway.
Why are we talking about Wednesday? I will explain.
I'm still waiting.
Shout out to our listeners, our most loyal supporters, those that check in with us, those that engage with us, the ride or dies, our nearest and dearest. If you're listening to this episode, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, if you like what you hear, please subscribe, share us, and engage. Okay,
Show.
Let's go. So, Jerell, I was trying to explain that this whole, so you don't go to TikTok, right? You don't mess with TikTok anymore.
Correct.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, there was this huge uproar with this whole Wednesday situation. Apparently, people really like so the two people that listen to us and they don't know what TikTok is, right? It's basically just videos, remixes. You're just slapping music on clips, and
I think everyone knows what TikTok is.
Do people know
now.
what that is by now? Okay,
yeah, people know what TikTok is.
Okay, well, someone somewhere did this remix with the Wednesday dance with her doing. Go ahead and demonstrate. Like the infamous dance where she's doing the thing, and then she does the arms. She does and then she does the
anyway.
Finger tap.
Carry on.
Okay,
Carry on.
Somebody used a completely unrelated song by Lady Gaga, called Bloody Mary.
Okay,
and the TikTok took off. And it
viral,
millions,
skyrocketed,
and people were like, "Oh, it's like the Wednesday song." Well, actually, no,
but
they don't know that Lady Gaga has been around for ages, and that's what I was trying to explain to you. Basically, it became her song to the point where if you search this song by Lady Gaga
I have
on
it right
Spotify,
here.
Go ahead and
it
show
shows her. Yeah, it shows her dancing on the Lady Gaga song instead of images of Lady Gaga.
Yeah. So anyway, and then
strange.
So people, I don't know. So people were like, "Why
was that song in the show?"
Because no, I don't remember that's my whole point.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember that song being in the show. Huh?
That is the power of TikTok. You know what? If you just have this, if you slap the right song on something, and if you just have the perfect edit, or if you say the right words, or if you have just the perfect, just this bam. Next thing you know, you're viral and you got millions, tens of millions of views. I'm still waiting for us to hit that, to skyrocket to that point.
But do people care?
No.
Yeah, I mean, like this will be a blip. Like by the time anyone's listening to this will be nothing. Like this will be like
it'll be old news.
Already like miles behind. We're already like miles behind. Like in the TikTok verse.
Well, you know TikTok.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the TikTok verse, and then Instagram is like a month behind TikTok. Like the trends are there first, and then like it'll finally catch on to like IG, and then you're like, oh,
yeah.
Anyway, I don't know where we're going, but
I don't know where we're going either.
Welcome to the show. All right, so welcome to the Ready Player Live podcast. We have a few things to talk about tonight. As I said, I'm your host, Milo, here with Jerell. We got a few things we're going to talk about. I have a topic that I would like to discuss, and I want to pull some insight from you, okay? Regarding fitness and gym culture. It's something that has been bugging me lately, so I want to talk to you about that. We will be talking about games. Okay. And for some reason, I really want to talk about Marvel tonight, and
Marvel. Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna get there. You know what? We're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Let's go. Let's go.
Usually it's DC. Milo's let me talk about DC for a minute. You know, like upset. We're pretty upset about DC all the time. I did hear, speaking of DC though, I know we're getting off track, but I heard some great news when it comes to the Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman, Matt Reeves Batman, the one that we loved so much. It is going to be separate from the James Gunn, whatever he's doing. So,
what is
just
he doing?
You know.
What is James Gunn?
I don't know. That's what I'm just saying. Like the Matt Reeves Batman itself will be its own thing over here in this part of DC, and James Gunn and whatever James Gunn is doing will be over there. So there's no. So they're separate. There will be no.
There's no multi bullshit.
So yeah, that'll be. Yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there. I don't know if anyone cares, but yeah,
I care.
Yeah, I love Batman. Anyway. You got any shout outs?
I do. Yes. We are back on track. I want to give a massive, epic, amazing, I just want to push all my love out into the universe to this man. You know him. We've mentioned him on the show several times. We cannot create content without this man. And that man is Joe.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Shout out to my cousin.
Oh yeah, for
Joe.
One
of our largest listeners. He listens to every single episode that we have, and he's in on it. He loves it. I hope.
Oh, he does.
He does. Yeah, I mean, he does. He did some insane artwork. I threw this concept. So I've had this concept for not quite a year, maybe 8 months, 9 months or so. I've had this concept, right? The samurai stuff, the samurai art they did. I have this concept based on some of our photos that we did, old photo shoot that we did. And I had asked them, hey man, I brought it back up again. I've mentioned to him before last year, but I brought it back up. Like, hey, what do you think about doing this? And I sent him my concept, how it should look, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, on it. And in 2 days, he puts out this crazy, sick artwork of us as samurais. And it is the coolest thing ever. I think even you were like, man, now I want to see the anime.
I know. I want us to have our own cartoon.
Have our own show.
Not even an anime, just a cartoon with us.
Dude, how dope though. Jesus. The details on this. It's just crazy,
Now
you
with
know?
Joe, yeah. So thank you, Joe. Would you call this like what is this? Is this is because let's be transparent about Joe. Like you said, he's your cousin,
Hmm.
but like he's not supporting us because he's your freaking cousin. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't.
because I
I'll
got a
be
lot of
honest. Like I don't.
cousins
I'm
who
not.
are,
I got a lot of cousins.
yeah.
I don't give it. I don't care what they're up to. You know. I'm not gonna.
I got a lot of
So
cousins,
like
and they're not
yeah,
drawing
they're not
art
doing
for
stuff.
me.
Yeah. So
They're
exactly.
shouting me
So like
out.
so like he does this to support us, dude, and
Yeah,
he
that's
does it
so
because he
cool, man.
enjoys it and he's just
Hmm.
happy to be a part of it. And dude, I'll be honest. Like I asked him, I'm like, hey man, like help me out with some other things that I'm working on, right? The soap
Yeah.
stuff. He's like,
Hmm.
sure. And so thank you. Shout out to Joe. There was no other shout out this week because he is
Hmm.
always listening. He's always
Killing it.
supporting. Just thank you so much.
Yes. So whenever Joe decides to get his art IG page or art TikTok or art whatever thrown out there, everyone absolutely will go follow him and
For sure. I think
support him
he
because holy crap, man! Like, oh, it's nuts! It's nuts! So cool,
I
man.
yeah, for sure. I think he should. I think, he if everyone really saw like what we were talking about, like,
Yeah.
it would be good for him. So yeah, thank
Hmm.
you. I just want to say that. What else do we got? Do you want to talk about gym stuff now? We
Yeah.
didn't get any
How's
ask Ready Player Live questions.
I know. Nobody wants to
So
ask us any
nobody wants to ask
questions.
any questions. I
They'll,
wonder
they'll,
why.
they'll trust our
Why?
advice.
Who could have seen this coming?
I mean, we do
It's
say it on there.
because
Why would anyone trust our advice? We usually are like, yeah, like at
yeah,
the end.
fuck it.
Uh, no, for real. Next time, please, if anyone has any question, it could be anything. How's your day
Could be anything.
going? Like, have you seen Wednesday? Like, I don't know. Like, just
Yeah.
anything.
So for Ask Ready Player Lift,
It literally could be anything at all. It doesn't have to be gym related. It doesn't have to be games related.
doesn't have to
It doesn't have to,
be
motivational related. I don't know. It could literally be anything. Like,
could be
yeah, I don't know.
whatever.
What, like, yeah. Like,
So
what happened to Eddie Griffin? Like that. I don't know. Like,
how was that?
seriously
that
though, what did
Bluey
happen to
show?
Eddie Griffin?
I don't know what happened.
I was just no. I
Oh,
just
you mean
randomly thought
what
about that
happened
right
to him?
now. Like, whatever happened to Eddie Griffin? You remember Eddie?
I don't
You know
know.
Eddie
Of
Griffin,
course I know Eddie Griffin.
undercover brother. No,
Yeah.
I had saw a little clip the other day and it made me laugh because it just like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube now does the short stuff too, which we've been trying to throw some stuff together for our stuff just to get some, come check out Ready Player Lift, listen to our podcast. But they have stuff on there too. So like I'll see once in a while on their shorts, they'll have stuff and one clip from Undercover Brother was on and I was like, oh man, I completely forgot about this movie. And, Dave Chappelle was in it and just completely spaced it anyway. But Eddie Griffin, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, when was the last time I saw Eddie Griffin in anything? Like, where is this man? Like, he literally just vanished, like,
I'll tell you
off the
what.
face of the earth. Like, he's just gone. Like, where is he? He's still alive, right? Like, he didn't
So okay,
pass
so Eddie
away, and
Griffin.
we just
So
Eddie
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 Griffin
Griffin. Uh-huh.
lives in an unknown fashion. That's not good. That's
the
not a
head-
good
that's the-
sign.
That's the head of the article. What does that
Yeah.
even mean?
Well, if you
You living
Google,
in the friggin' tunnels in Vegas? Like,
he's on Skid Row.
dude, what?
Well, what I did, I went to the old Google and I
Mm-hmm.
searched where is Eddie Griffin now,
Yeah.
and so he lives in
Google's
an,
like, I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking ask
Even
me.
Google's like, huh. It just
Beats
that's
me.
the reply. It just gets that emoji. Just where's Eddie Griffin now? Front
I
page
don't
of
know.
Google. Like no other articles.
Not
It just
even-
has the.
No. So he lives in an unknown fashion in Los Angeles, California. So he's somewhere in LA. Eddie
Okay,
Griffin.
So he's still in LA.
is an American comedian and actor who has a net worth of $5 million. I don't
Ooh,
know. That's in
damn.
this economy. I don't know.
That's it.
That's it. Hey man.
Damn, that
Hey, you know
sucks.
what? That's
No,
5 million
for
more
like
than
he's
than me.
yeah, it's 5 million more than both of us. But what I'm saying is like for his status,
For
like I
his,
feel like
he
he
is
should be worth a lot more than five
than
million. Like,
5 million. God,
dude.
he is best
I love
known.
you, Eddie. I love
No,
you,
yeah,
Eddie, but
this is the Eddie
where
Griffin
are you, man?
appreciation
Yeah, it's Eddie Griffin,
talk
man.
here.
Like
We're not like
no, five
all right. So
Like,
he is best known for his role as Eddie Sherman on the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie. And I guess he did have a show, right?
yeah, it
That's not what he's
was
best known for, though.
briefly. Yeah, so I'm like, that's not what he's best known for.
He's
He's
best
best known for
known
this
for
show that
Undercover
nobody
Brother.
watched.
Yeah.
Undercover Brother and
This
his
is, I
stand
would be
up.
mad.
Like
Dude, if I Googled
his stand up is legendary. If I Googled myself and it said some nonsense like that, he's best for this show that somebody watched.
that nobody
Like,
gave a fuck about.
yeah, like what? What are you talking about? He's not best known for that. Best known for his stand
Yeah,
up.
he
Fucking Undercover Brother. Shoot. All the movies that he did, like
hold on. Now you got me going on this Eddie Griffin. You know what? Fuck
that's
the
weird. See,
this
now we need to
motivational. You know what?
I know
Fuck the gym. All right.
now we need to like we need to get a camera and have a documentary and just like where's Eddie
Go
Griffin?
find him.
And just go find him. Just go to LA. We're gonna go to LA and just walk around. It'll be like the shortest documentary ever because we'll just walk up and be like, "Hey man, have you seen Eddie Griffin?" So
Oh,
like,
you know
yeah, he's
what?
right there. Yeah, he's right
Oh,
there.
there he goes right
It's
there.
like eating a hot dog. It's like sitting on the
Dude.
corner, like in a little cart. Hey, what's up? Oh, god damn it! This is supposed to be a thing. We just pretend like we didn't see you. We'll come back tomorrow. Try this all over again.
All right.
Where are you, Eddie?
He
just
okay, so
yeah,
I
he-
remember Eddie
he's
Griffin from
Right.
the movie Deuce Bigelow Male Gigolo. He
Mhm.
was I believe he's the one that kind of like showed
He was
showed him the ropes. Like, hey man, this
yeah.
is what you do. This is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's about it, man. You know, I don't really know what else he was in.
Other
Now
than
that I think
Undercover
about it.
Brother and
He was in Coneheads. He was in Coneheads.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I could not tell
Yeah.
you what.
Hmm.
So back to what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
So when it
What were you
comes to
saying?
working out
Oh, okay,
and lifting, this is gonna be one of those episodes.
Oh man.
Switching gears.
All
right, so you know what? Something has been.
Huh.
I'm going to freestyle this topic tonight. All right, because I didn't. You know, I'm not writing this down or nothing like
Okay.
that. But
All right.
Jerell,
Hmm.
do you go to a real gym?
Sometimes.
Okay,
mean-
so what is a real gym to you? Like, what when you hear that, like, what is your response?
Generally like a commercial gym.
Like a real gym. You know what? Go to a real gym. Don't,
I think
you know
that's
what?
what most. Yeah.
So that's your thought.
think
Like, when
Well,
you think
not
real
mine,
gym,
but I mean when someone says that, then I assume that they're referring to a commercial gym
okay.
because
Some people would agree. Most people would agree with you.
wouldn't most people wouldn't say my garage is a gym, even though it's a freaking gym. Like, you know what I mean? I have all my
Right,
weights
so-
and my rack and my barbells and everything else. Like, so it's a gym still, but
Most people
no, but people
will.
wouldn't consider it a real gym.
Most people will agree with you. Most normal freaking people will. They don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
However,
Hmm.
in the gym culture, I guess I don't know. There's a subculture in this thing that we do, where people they frown upon certain types of gyms. Like they frown upon it. They don't. You know what? That ain't no real gym. Like that. Planet Fitness. that ain't no real gym.
Mm.
LA Fitness, man, that ain't no real gym. Like, you need to
Yeah.
go to a real gym. Like, what
Mm.
is the point of, I'm just bothered. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that there are certain people out there that they don't, they they talk shit,
Like a
right?
gym snob.
Gym snobs. Yeah, I don't like gym snobs, Jerell.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb. It's dumb to me. You have people that maybe they can only afford Planet Fitness, all right, or maybe they can
Yeah.
only, maybe it's
It's cheap.
the closest one to their house,
Yeah.
and you got people over here on the other side talking shit, like, oh,
Mm.
you go to a hardcore gym with like iron
So
plates.
did somebody say this to you recently,
No, but it's
or you just kind of brought
definitely like I
like a
just
thing?
it kind of leads me to the question of like, does it really fucking matter?
Yeah, I feel like I can get a pretty solid pump and a really good lift
Anywhere.
wherever I'm working. Yeah, in my garage, at a real gym, at work. Uh, I don't know, in the backyard. Like
Sure.
you really don't need a lot. Like in reality, like if you had a couple of dumbbells and an empty backyard with space, like you could get a pretty solid workout in, man. Like you could do a lot more stuff than you realize and hit all your body parts realistically. Like you can, you know.
Exactly. That is my whole point. Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, there are definitely
Yeah.
people out
Shoot,
there
I
that,
mean,
like you
like,
said, they're
dude,
gym
like,
snobs.
and forever ago, like back in the day, when I was super heavy, I know it's hard to believe. I was down with the thickness, man. I was like 250 at my heaviest. Not fit and healthy and in shape and lifting 250. No, just thick, 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 thick. And I didn't want to go to a real gym because, like most people, when you're not in shape or if you're not, and that's the thing too, like gyms kind of, they kind of have that, like you're saying, the gym snobs, like, and it's changing, I think, with the culture, but they kind of, you shy away from wanting to go to a real gym because of people like that, because of people that are just like, oh, this guy's over here who's, you know, fat.
Exactly.
He's not doing anything, blah 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 blah. And it's like, but he is, like, he's trying. Like that's kind of the point. And so like because of that, for me back then with my insecurities, because I was so freaking out of shape, I started doing P90X at home and Insanity at home, and all I had was a tiny little room that I turned into my own gym. I put padded floors in there. My buddy was like, hey, do you want this pull up and dip bar thing? And it was garbage, but I was like, sure, I'll take it. Like, I got that. I got another dip thing from another friend that was nice. I went on Craigslist or OfferUp or whatever, got a bunch of random dumbbells and just started doing my thing. And it worked. Like, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't have a gym membership. Like I lost all that weight. Like I got down to 200 pounds, like in my house, in my little tiny little room that I set up as a gym, like just dedicated in there, sweating the whole floor, completely drenched every single time because I'm in there working. Like you don't need it. Like you don't
So that's my whole
necessarily
point.
need, yeah, a gym to get fit or to feel better about yourself or to be healthy or get to a level that you want. You can literally do it anywhere. Anywhere. You can go to the park. If you have kids, you can go to the park, go to the playground, and do pull ups on the freaking monkey bars. Like, you can do push ups on the playground. Like, you can do stuff and get healthy or get fit not in a gym. Like, it's very possible. Like, it's
You know,
doable.
you know what? It's you're proving my point exactly. Like that's my point. Like
Yeah.
it's like they always say, like
you don't need it.
50 pounds is going to be 50 pounds
Yeah.
regardless. Like
Yeah.
it's going to be 50 pounds. It might be at LA Fitness. It's going to be 50 pounds. It might be at this hardcore gym with like concrete and chalk
Yeah.
everywhere, and you got
Mm-hmm.
Branch Warren in the back screaming his head off. You know, like, dude, like I don't like the toxic shit.
Yeah,
Like
when it comes to
I don't.
fitness.
Yeah, like when it comes to
Yeah.
training, when it comes to
Yeah.
fitness and bettering yourself,
And
like there's
yeah,
this
and
like there's this
negative side of it.
crowd. There's
Yeah.
this part of it that like I
Mhm.
don't want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you have you get these other gyms that try to open up to compete with the commercial gyms, and they say, join a real gym with like real equipment.
Mm.
And it's like, dude, nobody
Yeah.
like that. You're just, I don't know, dude. It just really like bothers me. You
Yeah.
know, like
If you want to work out, it doesn't matter where you decide to work out. As long as you keep going, as long as you do it, as long as you like just put in the work that you need to put in the work that you need to put in, be consistent, stay motivated, be healthy. Like that's the whole point of all of it. Like it doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter what Milo thinks. It's you. Like you're doing it for you. Like who cares what everybody else thinks? Who cares what everybody else says? Freaking my ass, like I go to the gym wearing some wild ass clothes and I do not care. Like it's so funny because you see certain people that show up at the gym, or that you see like they clearly watch a lot of Instagram and they watch a lot of TikTok because
they got
like
the
they
fit.
copy. Yeah, like you
Yeah, they
copy
got
all
the-
what everybody else is doing, but then you're in the gym and you're not doing anything at all other than recording yourself casually working out or casually walking on the treadmill. And it's like,
There's definitely
stop watching the internet. Like if you want to work out, like focus on you. Like don't focus on I need to make this IG reel or this TikTok so that people can see that I worked out today. Like you're doing it for you. Like why who
Yeah.
cares? Like
Yeah, unless you
if you
have like this like following, and it's like it's, I don't know, like there's a lot. I mean, you're hitting all the points, dude. Like there's a lot of just like toxic
there's way
shit.
too much like
Like
people I don't know.
no, I agree with you completely. Like you're
Wanna
completely right.
work out.
Like just work out, mind your freaking business, and
Yeah.
like why is this a problem? You know, like that's my
Yeah.
issue. Like why are people, I don't know. Like it's this whole like New Year's resolution shit. Like, oh, we don't want fucking resolutioners in our gym because like they're just like crowding everything up. It's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
like that could be like my mom in there. Like,
Yeah.
you want to tell my mom
or us freaking 15 years ago
10 years
like,
ago, like, dude, like, give it,
Like-
give some grace. Let the people like
Yeah.
let your fellow
let 'em
person
try.
like, whatever happened to like camaraderie, like whatever happened to
Yeah.
like you always get so excited when you're like, yeah, man, I like spotted some dude at the gym today and like he was really excited.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're like
I freaking
excited
had
to hell.
I gave that guy a core memory. He will have a core memory in his brain for the rest of his life for me helping him hit a PR. Like it's crazy. I've
It's
never seen
amazing.
him again in the gym, but I mean, good for him. Like he was there at one point. He tried. Like maybe at some point in his life he'll continue and
Yeah.
and keep going. But
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just disappointed. We're gonna switch gears here in a minute, but like I want to say, because you know what? Damn it, this is our podcast. We can say whatever the hell we want, right? If people
Yeah.
don't agree with it, that's fine. If they agree with it and they rock with it, that's cool. I just don't like where things are.
yeah. I think that's also because we genuinely just like helping people, and so it's like it's one of those things like it's hard to understand other people that aren't like when you're just like, come on, man, like it's not that big of a deal. Like,
It's not that big. Like it's not that
Just-
serious,
it's okay.
Like,
Yeah, like just help them out. Like,
I don't know.
it's okay to
It's
be.
just
It's okay to be kind. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
There's no
you don't have to put
there's
on
no
this
like
like
grand
persona. Yeah, like you don't have to
message
put on this.
here.
You don't have to put on this facade and this persona. Like, be a good person. It doesn't hurt to be kind. Like, I don't know.
Just
I don't
help your
know.
fellow man. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's crazy. There's really, like I said, there's really no like grand like message here. But
yeah.
like, I just want to say like, do better. You know what? The
Hmm.
people that are out there, if you're a gym goer and like you really want to build a following and you want to, show everyone that this PR and you can outlift the person, like just be
Just be
kind. Like
cool about it at least.
just don't be a dick. Like
Yeah.
nobody cares. First of all, like
Hmm.
nobody cares. Like I,
We're all in it.
I
We're all trying, man. We're
we're
all trying.
all trying. We're all like just trying to make it. So anyway, that's my message. I hope it reached somebody today. I hope it
Switching
reached you,
gears.
Jarrell.
Switching
I
gears.
hope it
Switching
reached you.
gears. It always
Switching
reaches me,
gears.
man. Switching gears.
You know what hasn't reached you? You son of a gun.
I already know where you're going with this.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
See, what happened was I
You
decided to play
say
something else.
that I reach you. Oh yeah, I always
Ex-
listen to you.
except when it comes to video games. Milo reaches me about
My hit rate is
40%
about
of the time.
25%. 40% is too nice.
30. Okay, we'll say
Strong
30. 30% of the
Strong
time.
30.
30% of the time, all the time. No. Yeah. I'll try some of the suggestions of games
You have
for
flat out
for a little
refused, though.
while.
You haven't even installed it.
This is true. I got distracted. Let me tell you. Okay, so see what happened was, no, I really did want to play that vampire game, but I felt that this other game called Portal Bridge Constructor just seemed so much more entertaining and peaceful, and it's outstanding. It is a phenomenal game, and it is so like, man, like if you are into like if you're into constructing and building and crafting and like mentally
Problem
trying to
solving.
solve, yeah, if you're really into that, this is it, man. You remember the old Portal games from back in the day, from like 20 years ago? Portal, a game where you create, you got to go from point A to point B, go through all these portals or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's that, but not that. Like it's, it's that, but like side view, and it's, you have to get these little like construction car things. You have to create bridges, basically, which go through these portals and to the end. And you have to get these little construction car things or whatever across your bridges through the portals and to the end. And man, I don't know what to say. It is like probably my favorite game currently. I don't know why. It's so like you get sucked in. Like also, dude, I was like up late last like 3 days this week playing the stupid game just because my eyes are hurting. I'm playing it. I'm just like doing one of those, when you're like, you need to go to bed. Like, bro, you're done. Like, I'm like, I can't even solve the puzzle because I'm like half asleep. Like, I'm telling you, put the vampires down, throw away the steak for a little while, stop killing them vampires, and or surviving from vampires. I guess I never verified what that game is about. Like, are vampires attacking you, or are you a vampire?
If you refer back to episode 3 of season 7, when I gave you this whole layout,
survivors.
No, you're
surviving the vampire.
Yeah, you're surviving lots of. Okay, so you are a. You could be. There's different like characters you can be.
Maybe I just wasn't listening last time.
You may have completely spaced out. So let me
give a whole explanation of what the game is,
and
my mind is like, What was
You're
that game
like,
about?
I wonder what Arsenio Hall's doing.
That's some good ass
He's at a
cheese.
wine and cheese contest. Wine and cheese party. No, dude. Vampire Survivors is one of the most addictive games of all time.
Next to Portal Bridge Constructor.
Sure. Okay, so I did pull up a synopsis. I don't want to just
all right, go ahead.
Jump all over your presentation here.
It's okay. I got another one. Go ahead.
So Bridge Constructor Portal. So the summary here: enter the Aperture Science Enrichment Center and experience Bridge Construction Portal, the unique merging of the classic Portal and Bridge Constructor games. So, okay. As a new employee,
apparently there's a Bridge Constructor game.
Apparently there was like a whole separate game where you construct bridges.
Anyway,
as there was a separate Portal game as well.
Yeah, Portal. Yeah, I only knew it because of Portal, but anyway.
As a new employee in the Aperture Science Test Lab, it's your job to build bridges, ramps, slides, and other constructions in 60 test chambers and get the bendies safely across the finish line in their vehicles.
That's like the little stick figure guys.
Make use of the portal gadgets like portals, repulsion gel, aerial faith plates, cubes, and more to bypass the sentry turrets, acid pools, and laser barriers. Solve switch puzzles and make it through the test chambers unscathed.
That's a synopsis.
There's more.
But wait.
Let Ellen McLean, the original voice of GLaDOS. Oh, so they actually got the GLaDOS, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's the iconic
little computer?
Yeah, it's iconic. Part of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let Ellen McLean, the original voice of GLaDOS, guide you through the tutorial and learn all the tips and tricks that make a true Aperture Science employee. The bridge is a lie.
Dude, I told you.
So okay,
it's a great game.
The Metacritic score is a strong-ish 77.
Oh,
and the user score is about 6.6. So
I like
above
it.
Most people.
It's definitely a me game.
It's definitely a Jerell game.
It's totally my style.
I'll check it out.
What's the score on Vampire?
It's like 100.
Survivors.
It's like 100.
The user score?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that, or you actually looked?
Yeah, no, I'm looking right here. It says 100.
Vampire Survivors. 10 out of 10. 7 out of 10 IGN. 4.9 out of 5. Woo! Okay, all right. I will attempt to download it and play it.
Can you
ASAP? You know what? I just didn't want to have to ruin one of my nice hats by eating it because you told me I was gonna eat my hat. Oh, see, okay, this Portal Construction is all right. It's 9 out of 10. And 5 out of 5. Yeah, all right. So it's they're pretty similar in coolness. All right, you got your style, I got my style. I like to think a little bit about what I'm doing and not just have my guy just spinning.
I will explain. No, I will explain. I need to take a phone call real quick. I'm sorry. So,
I don't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about Portal.
Do you have any true crime stuff?
I did, but it's a light true crime. It's like not. I can if you want. I was gonna run with some other stuff, but we can't.
I don't know. I feel like maybe we can roll down that alley for a little while.
You want to go down the true crime alley? Okay, give me just a
let's
second.
do it. True Crime Alley.
Okay, so you know what, Jerell? video games are fine and all,
Yeah.
gym talk is fine and all, but there is something else that our listeners do appreciate, and that is the
What's this
True
alley?
Crime Alley.
Yeah. This
Now,
this this alley that we're in.
I want to take a walk down the alley. Now, you know what? I'm going to go
Take a
ahead and
light stroll. Is this a
light
light stroll?
stroll. I'm going to take a
All right.
light.
A
This
jaunt.
this is actually terrible. Like,
Oh,
it's one of
oh.
those. So
Prepare yourselves,
now I know
children.
we do. Yeah, so viewer discretion is advised, listener discretion is advised, right? I know
Viewer discretion is advised.
we tend to we joke a lot,
Hmm.
like a lot.
So
In
much so
fact,
people think we're serious.
we joke so much that people don't know
That
when we're not joking, and when we're serious, they don't like it's completely backwards.
yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
so I will say this: I know we turned
Okay.
everything into a joke, but I will take a stroll down this alley
Okay.
with all due respect. Okay,
Oh, due respect.
because it's one of those. You know what?
Is it a tough
There's
one? Is it a
nothing.
rough one?
Well, yeah, and
Well,
it's like
there's nothing funny about
there's
it.
nothing funny
Okay, so
about
that's what, yeah,
any
yeah. No,
murder.
yeah.
What are you doing?
No, no, no.
What are
We're
you?
just. It's hard for us not to smile and laugh. We're just happy people. So it's weird. It's hard to talk about
Um,
death. Real,
uh,
true,
it's true.
true crime.
It's a true
Yeah.
crime.
All
Okay,
right.
maybe
So what are you talking about? What was it there?
the
We're in the alley. We're just
universe.
sitting here.
Okay, the University of Idaho killings. Have you heard of these?
It's a recent thing.
Yeah, the recent thing.
No, no. I said, is it a recent thing?
Oh yeah, it's a recent thing that everyone but you probably like knows about. As always, Jerell lives
Okay. All
under a
right.
rock.
Carry
Uh,
on.
okay, so now I will say before we begin, I do not
Mm,
intend to disrespect these poor people. So this awful thing happened, right? So
mm,
the University of Idaho killings. There has been an update. There's been some news. If you haven't
mm.
heard about it, in the early hours of November 13th, 2022, four
Recent.
university, yeah, very recently,
Yeah.
four University of Idaho students were fatally stabbed in their off-campus residence in
Mm,
Moscow, Idaho. Okay, we'll
mm,
leave it at that. On December 30th, 2022, a suspect, a 28-year-old by the name of Brian Christopher Koberger, was arrested in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, on 4 counts of murder in the first degree and felony burglary.
mm.
So, like I said, this whole thing is just awful.
So what happened? Like what
Okay, so there was
was
a
he just
full.
going around stabbing people for a while, or was it just that one incident?
So I'll give you some details.
Okay.
Basically, it was 4 kids in a home
Mm,
that they shared for school. Students. They rented a
mm.
home,
Like
right?
college
College
students.
kids, yeah, college kids,
Okay.
not kids, but college
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, middle of the night,
Mm,
they were attacked, and 4 of them didn't make it. Now, I do believe there were 2 survivors that were like asleep during
mm-hmm.
the whole thing, or
Mm.
one of them like woke up and like saw the suspect like leave. The whole thing is weird. I strongly suggest that you,
Oh,
or if you're a listener and if you haven't, most people have heard about this. Is a big
yeah,
story, which it surprises me that you have not heard about it.
yeah. I
You
was
tend
also
to,
out of town and
yeah, you were
doing other stuff
you
during the
were
end of the
yeah,
year. I
you were at
was gone.
Disneyland.
I was
Okay,
gone.
you
So
were somewhere nice
yeah.
doing happy things. So yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, my take on this whole situation. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it.
What? So what did he?
It's
Did
very
he break?
gruesome.
Did he break in to their house?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he
Just one guy
completely
broke
just
into.
one guy, and he had
Huh.
some sort of bladed weapon. We don't know what,
Hmm.
but it was bad. Like it was not.
And there's like six. You said six people in the house, but four
Four
were
were
murdered,
murdered.
and then
So
he just got away, and then
and he
a
got
month
away.
later.
So here's what we know.
Okay.
So there's an affidavit that was released, and it gives you
Mm,
pretty much as many details as you would need.
mm.
Um, let me.
So because it's so fresh, that's probably why there's not a lot of information. I'm guessing
There's
guys
not a
probably
lot of
still
information.
they still going to trial, so on and so forth. It's because it's fresh.
It's
Just
fresh, and I'm trying to
fresh,
gather
fresh.
some information. I will clearly have to
Yeah,
cut this to get to the details. Give
yeah.
me just a moment.
That's not even 2 months technically. Less than 2 months ago. Now, do you know if
So
he was doing anything else as well? Like have him linked to anything else, or it's just the
there's
one incident?
they haven't really released a motive.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Weird.
this whole thing was a big
Hmm.
mystery for months, right? So
Yeah.
nobody knew what was going on. All these students like that were at the University of Idaho, everyone was. Can you imagine how terrifying that is?
Oh, I know. Being a
If you're a
student,
student and
yeah,
you
you're
don't
just
know
trying
who
to go
did
to
it.
school. Like,
Uh-huh. So
don't know why.
here's the crime. Okay, so I
Hmm.
will name names with all due respect to these poor kids, right? So Kaylee Goncaves, 21, her roommate and lifelong best friend, Madison Mogan, 21, another roommate, Xana Kernodle, 20, and her boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, also 20. They were stabbed to death. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, the murder weapon was a fixed blade knife. We don't know what it was or where it's at. Okay.
Hmm.
We don't have a motive. We don't know why. We don't know a whole lot. Okay.
So how do they know it's this guy?
Well, the
Yeah. Did he admit to it?
DNA.
Have,
So give
okay.
me, okay, so
All
give
right.
me a second. I'm
All
freestyling
right.
this
All
as
right.
best as I can.
Okay. All right. All right.
Freestyling it as best as I can.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of information on it, dude. And if you
Huh.
don't have it like
So they're
really
strict.
kind of like,
They're 100% going off of DNA on this one. Then
yes.
basically whatever
Uh,
DNA was that whatever was recovered at the scene, then I'm guessing this suspect was already in the database, and it matched, and they're like, that's our guy, right?
Pretty much.
Dang.
They he
But still
left
no connection to. He's like not connected to the family, or like he's
as
nobody. He's just a random dude.
as far as we
My
know.
God,
As
that's
far as we know.
so
So here's
crazy.
some additional information. It might be spotty. I apologize to our listeners. Right, I'm kind of
Huh.
freestyling this, but authorities realized that so he was picked up in a traffic stop,
Hmm.
and basically I don't know how. Like I'm not a forensics scientist, right? But
Hmm.
basically he left his thumbprint on the like on a buckle for like the
Hmm.
sheath for the knife,
Yeah.
and I guess he left the knife like in the
Oh.
home as he left. And I you bring up a good question. Like I don't know how they traced it to him. You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
like
if they collected his DNA, or if they collected his fingerprint from the scene, and his fingerprints and DNA are already in their system because he's been arrested before, then that's how it would link. That's how it would connect to him, and they would get a hit and say, "Oh, we got a fingerprint hit. We got a DNA match."
so. I
Like,
guess that's how that works.
it's
Yeah,
so and so who was arrested previously for X, Y, and Z. But it's
strange.
just
They must
it's
have had.
strange that I'm interested to see why. Like, what there has to be more to it, because it's just so
It
odd
gets deep. It gets
for
deep.
him. Yeah, especially if it's just this one group of kids, one group of college kids, and not Like if he's not like a rampage going on, you know, I mean, unless they got him before he decided to do anything else, maybe, you know, maybe he was just starting, you
I
know,
really don't know.
who knows? It's crazy.
There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to
Yeah.
unpack. So, Brian Koberger is the suspect, and he was a
Hmm.
criminology graduate student.
Hmm.
Okay, so he studied
From there,
crime.
from there.
Yeah, yes. And
He must
so
not. Yeah.
he had
Hmm.
a taste for these types of, you know,
Oh,
things, right? So he went to
sick.
school to study this sort of things,
Sick.
right?
Hmm.
So he's a suspect. He's accused of stabbing the four students, likely while they slept. Authorities confirmed in the news conference. So he was arrested. Um, they traced him. They found. I guess they might have had. I don't know. Maybe you know, like they might have had a tail on him, and they picked up his trash after he left his house or whatever, and then they
Hmm.
matched like the fingerprint. I don't know. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff.
Oh, so you don't know if they found any? He didn't leave the sheath or the knife on the scene. You're saying?
Well, I believe he left the sheath on this at the scene, and but your question
Oh,
is how
okay.
did they trace him? I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, like if they recovered his fingerprints from the scene and his fingerprints are already in the system, then they just got a match from the
Is that how
fingerprints
that?
at the
I
scene to
don't
the
know how that
fingerprints in the
works. Yeah, I don't
system.
know how
Yeah,
that
yeah,
works.
yeah. So that would basically mean then they would essentially do a workup and go to all his whatever his previous or current listed addresses and kind of do follow up from there and talk to this person and that person. Hey, do you know so and so? Hey, oh yeah, he doesn't live here anymore. He lives here. Or yeah, he does live here. He goes to work over here, or he comes between this time and this time. And then they just probably sat and waited for him, and then scooped him up. You know. But it's interesting, I guess, when you say that he was a criminology. He has a degree in criminology, and then to be like almost like sloppy on the
Yeah,
scene, you know?
you know,
Like it's
it's
weird. Like it's weird. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, you would think. So okay, so let's unpack this, right? So
Hmm.
the show Forensic Files, right? So it's they talk about this in every episode. They say, you know what? They
DNA.
always mess up. They always
DNA.
DNA. Like there's always like,
Uh-huh.
there's no perfect crime. Like
Yeah.
there's always like they're gonna mess up.
Yeah, you're gonna
Uh,
get got somehow.
and he should have known this, like you said. Like he should have
Yeah.
known. Like
It's weird.
it's
Super
baffling. I
weird.
mean,
Oh.
there's also it is believed that he made a post on Reddit
Hmm.
like a year ago or something like that, and he's like, hey,
Hmm.
I'm doing a study and I want to talk to previously convicted people. I
Hmm.
want to get your take on like certain things. So that was weird.
Sick.
Like what was he like trying to like, was he gathering info? Like how long did he plan this? What was the
Yeah.
motive?
Hmm.
What, we just don't know.
Yeah. Well, condolences to all those families, and Milo, let's get out of this alley.
You want to get out of the alley. It was gross. I didn't like it.
True Crime Alley. We went down that alley, and it's always like, ugh,
But
let's get out of here.
I don't like
Ah,
the alley. Yeah. So
ah, just talking about death. Speaking of death, The Last of Us. The Last of Us show is coming out pretty soon, or is it out? The Last of
no, it is
Us,
not.
based
The
on.
Last of
I thought it was coming
Us
out like in a day, 2 days.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
By the time
maybe
this
tomorrow.
episode hits, The
It
Last
will
of
be
Us
out.
will be out.
Yeah.
What are your
I'm
thoughts?
I'm interested to see how it's going to be. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm really hoping that it's as close to the game as possible
But
and
Jerell, you haven't
sticks
played the
with.
game.
I have played the game. I just haven't finished it. I haven't beat it. I know I'm terrible, but I did play it pretty far into it. But
How far?
my thing is like my
How
my
far?
thing is my thing is hopefully it is similar enough to the show, or to the show is similar enough to the game, and it feels more like an adaptation, and not some completely different show that they just take you wherever they want to go and start adding all kinds of stuff
filler
that's not in the game and is not relevant in any way. I hope they just stick to it as like and make it a good show. Like, just make it a good show. No nonsense. You don't need to throw in all this extra stuff. Like, just quality content, good story. Stick to what we already have. Leave it at that, you know.
The Last of Us okay, so I'm actually very excited to talk about this. The Last of Us is probably
it's like your favorite game or something.
One
of your favorite
it's up
games.
there as far as like,
yeah, you were getting on me forever for not playing that.
So, bro, you got to play this Last of Us.
And I had it, which was funny.
Just play it.
Yeah.
The Last of Us is almost guaranteed to be a hit. It's backed by HBO, so they have massive budget.
Yeah.
It's backed by this amazing cast.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Pascal, who is very, very famous these days.
Mando. Come on.
I mean, one of the top actors out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He was in Game of Thrones. Really liked him. He performed really well in that.
Forgot about that. That was before. My bad. Game of Thrones first. Game of Thrones, Narcos, Mandalorian. Now this.
So I'm really excited. And then Bella Ramsey. She is best known also
from Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones, she was Lady Mormont. Bella Ramsey was Lady Mormont.
She's tough.
Do you remember she was sitting there in her little chair? Little Lady Mormont, just talking shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
talking
man.
shit to everybody.
Oh.
And everybody was like, "Oh, who's this little?" And then well, we won't spoil Game of Thrones, but it didn't go well for that for little Bella. Anyway, I hope it's good too.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I really
Nick
do.
Offerman is also playing a role. Yeah. So
it's gonna be interesting.
Good old Nick Offerman will be in there.
Yeah,
he's very famous.
More on the comedic side. So
yes,
it'll be interesting
he's
to see
very.
How they,
this will be a serious role.
I mean, I'm guessing
most of it should be serious.
I didn't see who his character was. He's playing, but
the role that I won't give it away to all the kiddies there that haven't played the game and they want to enjoy the story as it progresses. But I will say that Nick Offerman's character is a serious character. That's pretty much all you need to know. It'll be serious.
Be interesting.
The whole tone of this game is super serious. Like, if you don't know,
it's intense. Holy crap, man!
It's another one of those like post-apocalyptic. What would happen if like a disease or like a virus hit? And then it just ravaged society, and then it goes into like the survival part of all of that. So pretty much it's being compared to The Walking Dead. Which
would you say it was like a refined version of The Walking Dead or something like that?
So it's the Last
Walking
of Us
Dead with the monocle and a fucking mustache.
Yes, fancy Walking Dead.
Sipping some tea.
With smoking a cigarette with a little stick, And,
we're refined.
It is a refined version of The Walking Dead. Early reviews are positive. It had 100% Rotten Tomatoes score just a few days ago. It did drop down to 98%, but that's still pretty good.
Still really good.
So
really, really good.
We'll let you know what we think. We need that weekly show, after House of the Dragon was over.
I know.
Like we need
everything's
that,
over. House of the Dragon's over. Freaking Lord of the Rings is over. Like
so we need that. Like there's nothing out there right now.
She-Hulk.
There's no She-Hulk to laugh at. I'll tell you what is making me laugh. I was
gonna say there are some things you could be laughing at.
There are some very comical things, and that is MODOK.
Man.
MODOK has been revealed.
Revealed.
Let's go.
And he looks like Willem Dafoe. Kind of, right?
That's kind of like, all right. So, okay. So to the kiddies that don't know, like, who MODOK is, like, who is MODOK? Do you know? Can you give us a, like,
I don't know how to
synopsis?
explain MODOK.
Okay. So,
Giant head in a chair that floats like with his little hands, his little feet.
Yeah.
And he's like always all like that face, that real, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like he's got that intense
Of course I do.
face and a giant.
I'm
brain.
trying to get you, like, yeah, I'm trying to,
like the actual wording of what he's like.
Who is he?
Yeah.
So let's find out about MODOK.
It was like a from what I remember, it was like a science. It was like a science experiment thing or whatever
Do
that
you
he
know
took part in or something, and got
something
created.
gone terribly wrong.
I don't remember.
You're gonna learn about him hopefully soon. But did you know that MODOK? Do you know, like, that's actually like it stands for something? Do you know what it stands for?
I can't remember, but yes, I do know it. It stands for something.
So
It's
MODOK,
something about killing.
yeah,
Right.
the mental organism designed only for killing.
That's right. Yeah.
So he uses his mind powers and incredible intellect. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's the big brain.
Mhm.
But that's about it. Like,
But he was
doesn't say
revealed. He was revealed to be in the new Ant-Man Quantumania trailer, right? He was in the trailer, or was it?
They peppered him in real quick. It was a quick, like, half a second shot.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was in the trailer, or if it was like just photos of images of the movie or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. And then they're saying he's it's possibly Cross, the bad guy from the first Ant-Man movie.
Yellow Jacket.
Which, I mean, it might make sense, because I mean, he did kind of just get sucked into
the quantum.
I'm guessing
realm?
the quantum realm, because he just kind of collapsed.
He collapsed into
and
himself.
Disappeared. And they never really explained that. Like, so
I just assumed he died. Like,
I thought so too.
That was it.
I'm guessing maybe he just got sucked into the quantum realm as well.
So he got sucked in, and, like, his brain,
and then
like, grew.
And then what? Yeah. Maybe they'll
sizes.
explain that. Maybe it'll make sense. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess they really just wanted to bring back that actor. I don't know.
He's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
You know, I think he would have been.
odd.
He was one of my choices for, like, you know, like Lex Luthor.
Mhm.
You know, he's a
Yeah,
very,
he
like, he'd have been a solid Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll
So
get.
it's gonna be interesting to see.
casted in.
I don't know. I'm excited about this movie, and I'm nervous at the same time, because there hasn't been a good Marvel movie in quite some time. Like, and
No.
I don't know. Like, I hope it's good. I hope this is good. I hope Guardians is good, and they end, like, I don't know. Maybe they kind of. I don't know. Maybe this will reset everything, like how DC's doing, and just say, all right, we're gonna go this route now with Kang, you know, being the new Thanos essentially, and, you know, just we're gonna create our own new route and go this way.
Who's creating their own new route as well?
Who?
I don't even want to bring up this fucker's name, dude.
I'm like, who? Who's creating a new route?
Kanye West.
Oh, no! You're supposed to know. That's the what is it in Harry Potter? He who
must not be named.
Yes. He who must
Voldemort
not be named
has remarried.
Yes.
All right,
Kanye
whatever.
Mort. Yes, this man that we shouldn't even be talking about. Milo is just. Now our podcast is over. Thank you for listening all these years, everyone. But our podcast will officially be canceled, and because Milo mentioned he who must not be named. We love you all and truly appreciate you sticking by our side. This has been a great ride.
We had a good run. You know what? We really hit our stride in, like, season 3. But yeah, You can't even talk
what
about
about
the man.
what
It doesn't
yeah,
matter. You
what
know what?
is
You're right.
what
It doesn't matter.
he
You can't even.
he who
He
shall
who
not be
must not
named.
be
What
named.
who he who must not be named. What were you gonna say?
When will all of this end? Like, will this person we will never name, like,
Mhm.
will he ever bounce back? It's looking rough,
Oh.
dude.
Oh. There's certain things you just I don't know if you can bounce back from, man. There's some stuff that's like you asking, will R. Kelly ever bounce back?
For the
Like
record, for the record, I don't. I'm done.
ah.
I'm done
Speaking
with.
of yeah,
Yeah. So you know what? We'll
speaking of
ixnay on
predators, no,
this.
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, where do we go from here?
Um, we go to bed.
We go to bed.
No, no, it's too early. I'm not going to bed yet. But, um, did we mention we have a new website?
We have a new website. Yes. So perfect. So we have an official site, and it is readyplayerlift.com. It's exactly what you thought it would be.
Simple as that. Yeah.
How that domain sat there for as long as it did without
Dude, I know.
someone like stealing it from us. We'll never know, but now we have it. So
yeah, readyplayerlift.com. Check it out.
Check it out. Go ahead and head over to readyplayerlift.com. We do have
Yeah.
lots of new designs available.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're a supporter
we're working on it. We're fixing out any bugs with shipping and processing, and it's not how it was before, where you get it in like a day with us.
where Jerell's like in a sweatshop, like
yeah,
crafting your T-shirt.
I'm not.
For you.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not making it anymore. It's outsourced stuff. So I've noticed. I did a test run, and it's taken a little longer than it was before. But the quality actually is pretty solid so far from what I've seen. So I'm kind of excited to see how all the other designs come out, how the other timing of the other products, and whether or not they ship within a decent amount of time. But yeah, go check it out. It has links to all of our other stuff too: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram.
Listen, we do it for the
Drop
supporters.
us a line. Like, yeah, there's a section there where you can just type in how you feel. Like, you guys are doing great.
Yeah.
Enter.
You want to,
like
send it?
Yeah, literally just chat with us type of thing. Like, there's everything. We're and since it's so new, we're still trying to figure it out too. We're still working through the bugs and making it as best as possible for everybody that supports us, because we want you to have a solid experience when it comes to anything Ready Player Lift related. So,
oh yeah, we don't just choose any old like supplier or we don't. We're very picky
make
with
it
how
the best
we do
for everybody. And
yeah,
make the experience a good one for you as well. So
yeah, and of course
go check
all
it out.
these,
Let us know what you think.
Yep, and of course, like before, all these products, we want you to wear them with pride. Like we want you to support. We want you to wear this stuff, so that people will ask you about it, and you can talk about it with pride. This is something that we're very, proud of. We enjoy this. We love. We could be doing anything else right now. We could be anywhere else, but we make sure to sit down and give you something. Could be entertaining. Could be just if you're driving to work and you just need something to listen to. We want to give you something to be proud of, something that you'll be proud to listen to and wear. So if you purchase anything, we appreciate it. Buy 30 of them if you need to. That's all right too.
Yeah. It's been good, man.
This was good. So you can go ahead and follow us at YouTube. Go follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. You're the YouTube guy. I don't know. What do you say?
Subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check it out. Help us expand and grow our channel a little bit. We try and put some clips and little bits on there, keep people entertained, and that's where our full, mostly unedited podcast episodes get slammed on there. So go check it out, watch it. You may end up hearing or seeing some different stuff than what's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all the other streaming services. So
I will say this.
Plus, you get to see our beautiful faces.
I will say this. Yes, like, comment, engage, subscribe, share, tag us, post us. If you haven't reviewed us yet, like, the reviews are big.
Mm-hmm.
So
jump on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, throw in a review. Give us, be honest.
Be honest.
If you're like, these fools suck, 1 star. Like,
that's all right.
I would prefer the 5.
The first
but,
time
it happens.
You can be honest. Let us know if you want different topics. Let us know if you like what we're doing, if you're rocking with what we're doing. If you want us to switch it up, if there's other things that we used to do that you want us to go back to, let us know. We really want to grow. We're just pushing content. We're just every day at this point. We're working really hard to get that reach. So please help us.
Absolutely.
And that is it. Do you have any closing thoughts for tonight?
Now you know the rest of the story. No. No. Thank you to everybody who continuously listens to us, supports us, likes and comments on all the YouTube videos and clips and shorts, and engages with us on Instagram and maybe TikTok too. I don't know.
You know what I do with the TikTok stuff? I do the old
TikTok.
Post and ghost. I post and then I just so. If you want us to be a little more engaged on TikTok, let me know. I run the account. Just let me know. But yeah. All right. So this was a good episode. This was nice and relaxing. It's nice and I feel very relaxed.
Feels good.
It feels good. Thank you for listening to the Ready Player Live podcast, your favorite show about games and games. Once again, I'm your host, Milo, here with my co-host, Jerell.
Yes.
We out.
We out.
Bye.